Uh-oh. So it's called balance. You have to balance between opening the water. Hey. Wow. From the title of the video, oh man, this is spring vibes. Anyway, from the title of the video, you can tell we have something to discuss about. So I'll tell you my story before I discuss other people's story. So I've been on YouTube for close to 7 years. So number one is, if you want to be like Maro today, especially a guy on YouTube, don't try to be me today, or don't try to be I am Maro today. Work towards being Marwa, and maybe it's a maybe. It may take you 7 years to be where I am today. Why do I actually have to say that? I realize many people really don't understand what social media is. And for them, they have just discovered social media. And they're so surprised how somebody like Ayamaro discovered social media a long time ago. So in that case, actually it's really sunny. See there? So I'll have to move, or maybe I may walk around the neighborhood, but I have no shoes. Let me connect with nature. Do you know, actually our body conducts electricity. That's why they tell you do not touch naked wires, because that electricity will pass through you and it will be conducted through you. And electricity has something we call electrolytes. You know, neutrons, electrolytes, but in this case it's electrolytes. So right now the ground acts as earth. Actually, they call it earthing. That's why if you have electricity coming to your home, there is always one cable among the three, you know, that goes to, there is live, neutral, and earth. So the third cable, or wire in this case, depending on which English you study, goes to the ground, to earth. So actually, when I tell you I'm connecting with Mother Nature, I really mean it, because the earth has electrolytes and my body has also electrolytes, which is the case where you can get a shock when you touch a live wire. It's because there is some electrolytes. Anyway, welcome again to my YouTube channel. If you just joined, my name is Ayamarwa. Subscribe to the channel. We are heading to 500,000. I know you guys have been waiting to see me travel, but for those who are new here, I will explain why I'm not traveling. I'm waiting for some visas, and there's nothing I can do. I just have to wait. Yes, I just have to wait and wait and wait and wait and wait. Probably this week we shall have some good news. I'm crossing my fingers, but it's something I can't control. So anyway, from the title of the video, it says letter to my sister, Dee Mwango. Let me sit here. I hope they don't call police on me. America is very funny. If they see you sitting in a place like this, you may hear a neighbor calling, "Hello, 911. There's a black guy sitting near my yard. Come see what's going on." Just like that, the whole scenario can change. Or even going to knock at a neighbor's door here in America, you can find yourself in deep trouble even including death. As I speak, as I make this video, there's a story of a 16-year-old boy going around. He was sent by his mom to go and pick his siblings in a certain neighborhood, and this guy forgot the exact house, so he did a door. He rang the door. He rang the doorbell at a different house, and you know what happened? The owner came with a gun, and it's crazy, man. Crazy here. So even it's good to sit just somewhere here close to your house, just in case things happen. You can jump there like a goat. Anyway, back to the video. So I've been in this game for 7 years, and I'm telling you, even when I started YouTube, I think life was easy then. Life was good. We didn't have lots of hate. We didn't have people who hate on us, especially when I say us, I mean YouTubers that we used to create content those days. Some lady cutting grass over there, so probably I'll have to go back that way. Let's go back because I don't want the video too. Okay, so yeah, we didn't have much hate. Actually, those days YouTube was purely for artists, especially musicians. So if you wanted to see a song, especially watch a song, a music video in this case, you'd go on YouTube and watch it from there. Then things changed because people like me and guys like Casey Neistat and many other guys joined the platform. That was way back in 2016. And then, sure but slowly, YouTube became the YouTube it is today, where anybody can have a channel and air their opinion out, entertain, create, educate, provoke, criticize, do whatever. For sure, it's a good thing. But at the same time, it has its own ups and downs, or the beauty and the ugly at the same time. Oh, I just sat and the machine went off. I hope that's the last time it goes off. So, letter to my sister, Dee Mwango. One thing I've learned in the course of, why am I actually bringing these 7 years? This 7 years is just to tell you I've been in this platform so long enough to understand some other things, especially concerning these platforms, social media. I don't think there's any other better person to teach you YouTube more than me. And you guys have seen anybody I hold their hands, they blow up on YouTube. But anyway, that's not what I'm trying to say. So, being on social media platforms, now that social media has become a thing, it is like the new wave. Many young kids today, if you ask them, what do you want to be? Most of them will tell you, I want to be a YouTuber. I want to be Instagram, mostly YouTuber. Because YouTube is a serious business. So, 7 years in the game, I have come to learn these things. Mostly, when you are small, nobody, I mean small, when you don't have numbers, nobody really cares about you. Nobody actually even wants to support you. And even the funny part is, even if you show them the potential, they will not believe you. For example, you may say, hey guys, I just opened a YouTube channel. I'm trying to get my first 100 subscribers. Could you please subscribe to my channel? So you share it to your favorite group, where nearly everybody in that WhatsApp group, in this case, knows you. But actually, nobody, I'm telling you, or just to be in the positive side, out of 100 people, maybe you may get 3 or 5 people subscribing to you, but maybe even they may never watch your videos. They'll just subscribe because you made some noise by saying, please, please guys, please, 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 you know. Or even sometimes you force them to subscribe, like, hey, can I have your phone? Okay, where's YouTube? Okay, please subscribe to my channel. Okay? So now that YouTube has become a big deal, especially now in Africa, it's actually like the top new thing. You know, countries like America, where I'm actually making this video from, they have seen these platforms for so long that they are not really fascinated about them so much. But still, there are platforms you can't ignore in this case here in America. But in Africa, it's the new hot cake. It's the new tasty food. It's the new restaurant. YouTube is the new restaurant. Everybody wants to eat from it. Not only in Africa, but kind of around the world now, because it's the main TV. YouTube is the TV. People even don't want to pay their cable anymore. You know, here in America, actually, you can't watch TV for free. You have to pay something they call cable TV, where you pay. It's for those people from Africa, you know, something we call DSTV. You have to pay for it. Here in America, every TV station, you have to pay for it. And the more you pay, the more you get more channels to watch. They call it cable TV. So in this case, nowadays, even people here, they don't want to pay for those cable TV because they have YouTube. They can always click on YouTube, and all you need on YouTube is your phone and Wi-Fi, and boom, you watch all the news. And it's breaking. You can watch anytime you want. You don't have, even if you miss the news, you can still go back and watch what actually happened. Where am I going with all this story? Letter to my sister, Dee Mwango. This letter is not only for my sister, it's also a letter to myself. It's also a letter to somebody who wants to be Marwa, or who wants to be Dee Mwango, or who is already on the road to being Marwa or Dee Mwango. This letter is still for you. It's a podcast. It's an audio letter, and I hope you understand it. In 7 years of being on YouTube, I've learned that you can't really make friends, especially if those friends want to be YouTubers just like you. It becomes a problem. This is out of my own experience. So you meet people, or you meet a friend, you meet anybody, and they ask you, what's your job? You say, oh, I do YouTube. My job is just to do YouTube. I'm a content creator. Oh, wow. I think I've seen you on YouTube. Say, yeah. Oh, you think so? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, it's you I saw on YouTube. So the guy or the lady tells you that. It's you. Say, okay. So they make you friends. Maybe, for example, in terms of, let me start from friendship to dating to loving to marrying. So they make you friends. So as friends, you talk, you give them your numbers, and they give you their numbers. So later in the evening or sometime, they write you and say, hey, what's up? It's me. Let's say X. It's me, X. I saw you. Okay, because X is an X. Let's say Y. It's me, Y. I was the person who we met earlier today. This is my number. Say, okay, fine. As days go by, you realize Y is interested in knowing you more and more. Not actually knowing you, knowing what you do, knowing all you do. And as much as they are trying, or he's trying, she's trying to know you, they want to be in the position you are, indirectly. This is what I've learned. I've learned this. Sometimes I come on YouTube and say why I have no friends. People go crazy. They say, Maro, but we saw you with that friend. But we've been seeing you calling this guy a friend. But we've seen you do this. We've seen you with many friends. Maro, what are you saying you don't have friends? Here I explain. Actually, when I didn't have many subscribers, I was a happy YouTuber than now. Now I feel it's just vicious. People just want to destroy you. People just want to be like, why does he have and not me? But the good thing is, all these things are God-given, my friend. You can't force them to you. You will force. But one day it will backfire. So what I have learned is it's really hard to make real friends, especially if they want to do what you do. Why is it a problem? Most of the time, you meet regular people. When I say regular, I mean people who are not interested in content creation. Maybe they are a nurse or a teacher or a policeman, I don't know, immigration officer, all. And slowly but surely, they start questioning, hey, how do you do this? I'm really impressed by what you do. I really want to do what you do. With a good heart or kind heart, you say, okay, I can teach you. Because I've been in the game for 7 years. I believe I have some tips for you here and there. So you start teaching them. Oh, they ask you, how do you open a YouTube channel? You say, do you always like my videos? They say, yeah. Do you comment on my videos? They say, yeah, sometimes. Tell them, okay, you already have a YouTube channel. All you need to do is start putting videos out there. So you teach them how to be YouTubers. The first phase of everything, they are very humble, very happy. They wish you all. They praise you. They do everything. They will do everything to make you believe they are with you. Remember, I'm only talking for friendship. I'm not talking about relationship. So this is friendship. From friendship, we shall go to relationship. So this is a friend you've met, and all they want now, after realizing what you do, is to do what you do. And they want you to teach them how to do it. With a kind heart, very honest, selfless, you say, you know what, I'll do it. Actually, for a guy like me, and I have to put this on record, all the YouTube channels you've seen me open, I have done them for free. Free. Nobody today will come and say, hey Marwa, you charged me $500 to open my YouTube channel. Zero. Think of this. What if I charged $2,000 to open a YouTube channel? How much money would I have created? Maybe I'll be a millionaire. Who knows? Or you, how many channels have you seen me open? Maybe you are new, so you've not. I'll pardon you for that. So you teach your friends how to do YouTube. Especially I'll talk about YouTube in this case. Technically, how to run social media. So they start getting excited. Sorry, my battery got really hot. I had to go and get a new one. Whoa, Marwa, I'm getting more subscribers. Marwa, what's going on, Marwa? Hey, Marwa, I've reached 100 subscribers. You as the good guy, you keep pushing their channel or social media platforms. Hey, please subscribe. Please subscribe. Support my brother. Support my sister. Support my everybody. Support my relative, maybe aunt, uncle, brother, sister, I don't know, all the names. So now, remember you guys were just friends. Now, you're still maintaining your position as a YouTuber. Now, this other person wants more and more and more and more. First, they say, help me get 100 subscribers. You tell them, no, I can get you 1,000 actually. And the reason, personally, I always say 1,000. I believe at 1,000. To get 1,000 followers on YouTube, it's the most difficult thing. Ask any YouTuber anywhere in the world. They will tell you. The hardest period of a YouTuber is to get 1,000 subscribers. The first 1,000 subscribers on their YouTube channel. Ask anyone, anywhere around the world. May it be Russian, Ukrainian, South African, Namibian, Indian, African. Ask anyone in the world, they will tell you. Getting 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, it's the most difficult task of all. Actually, on YouTube, one of the conditions for you to get paid is to get 1,000 subscribers. So you think it's a joke for them just to say 1,000 subscribers? They know it's not a joke. Okay, fine. So you tell them, instead of 100, I'll help you get 1,000, because you have influence. You post a video, it gets thousands of views. So you know, at least a few of you are good friends or good subscribers will heed to your call to support them. So they get 1,000. Maybe in our case, me and my sister, the first 24 hours when we give people a shout out, they get it. You guys have seen. Maybe if you're new here, you've not seen it, but in our case, whoa, so they get 1,000. The next thing they say, Marwa, I want 5,000. Can you help me get a 5,000? So now the pressure turns on you as the content creator, as the main guy. You start feeling, now I have to do it for 5,000. And guys, this video is not for anyone specific who I've ever helped. No, this video is just a story. I'm telling you what actually we as influencers go through while trying to be nice. Especially my home. I don't see other influencers do these things. It's just me and my sister and just a few people around my home that we build channels. Other influencers don't. They have no time. Not even they have no time. They will just ignore. Most influencers, mention any influencer in the comment box that you know that builds channel. Who has built, let's say, 10 channels successful, not just a shout out, not just saying, oh, we build. For us, we build, we educate, even sometimes we finance. Sometimes I've seen my sister and me buy people cell phones to start their YouTube channel. We've contributed to. People will say, hey, Maro, I'll give you an example. I don't have to give an example. I don't have to validate this. I know I have. I know I have contributed directly. Like, hey, this is this money to go and add to buy your camera. Or this is this one to help you do A, B, C, D. Okay? So sometimes we finance. Actually, that's how nice we get. So they get to 5,000. The next thing you hear them say, Maro, I want 10,000. Now you start feeling, bro, I have helped you. Or sister, I have helped you. You didn't even know this platform. I have been teaching you even how to put tags, how to put this, how to put titles, how to put thumbnails. Sometimes I'm in your videos helping you how to film. Sometimes I'm right there. I say, okay, man, let's film your video. I do it. Okay, man, no, you have done a wrong title. Do like this. All for free. Then they'll say 10,000. So me as the YouTuber, I start feeling pressure. I'll be like, man, come on, man. At least at 1,000, you should start put. And remember, before you reach 1,000, I'm grooming you. I'm telling you how you're gonna run this show, how it is. I pull back because maybe you're not the only one asking me for the favor. There are many people asking me. So I pull back. Or maybe I'm gone. Maybe I'm traveling. I'm gone. So you start feeling, oh, that guy now left. Now, what happens is you start making videos about me when even I'm not there. This is what actually happens. So people say, oh, when I met Marwa, this is what happened. So they start making good videos of you. Marwa is a nice guy, la la la. Then that fire burns low and low and low. Because now, these people wanted it so bad. You've been teaching them how to do it, but they don't want to do it. Now, others actually, before you leave them, when they realize, oh, next week this guy is leaving, boom, they start a scandal. Boom. A big scandal. Whoa, this guy is like this. Because you guys have seen me with these people, so you tend to think they know me better or they know what they are saying. So you start trusting them. You start believing in them. You start saying, oh, we didn't know, but I think you're right. I've been thinking the same. Wow, man, being a celebrity. My friend. Oh, you start siding with them. I had the same feeling about him or her. I've always thought the same. I think I saw this coming. Now, comments drop left, right, center. Me as the guy, the big guy in this case, because I introduced you to the platform. All I do, I keep quiet and tell myself, I have learned the lesson, or I am learning. But again, where I go, again, I meet another guy. Same scenario happens. Mara, please, me, I'm better. Don't worry about that. S, whole, and d. Me, I'll do good. Don't worry. With my soft, kind heart, not heart, but heart, I agree again to support you, because I just love supporting others. And this is not just my case. This is a letter to my sister. I'll reach that point. This is just friendship. But one thing I've come to realize, being a celebrity or being in a position where we are, maybe some of you don't agree we are celebrities. I have no problem with that. Zero chills. Being in a position where we are, it's very difficult. I'm looking for that sun. There is, it's blocking now. It's very, very difficult to be in the position we are, to tell who is true and who is not, who is genuine, oh, the machine again, and who is not. It is very, very, very difficult. The same thing actually happens when people donate to you. These are struggles of being a celebrity. Sometimes people donate to you very genuinely. Oh, Maro, I really like what you do, and here is $100, Maro, to support your cause. You really embrace it and say thank you so much. But again, in the email they write you and say, hey Maro, I am the one who donated. I want you to do ABCD for me. Now you wonder, why did you donate? Did you donate for a service you want me to do for you? Was it a business? Or you honestly donated to support the cause that I am doing? Probably, let's say I'm building a house, you want to buy me 1 or 2 cement. Or maybe I'm traveling, you want to buy me the next place, Airbnb, maybe for 1 or 2 days. So sometimes you wonder, man, so you donated, but on the other hand, all you want is this. They say, oh, now, it becomes very difficult for you actually to differentiate who is genuine, who is not, who is really supporting you, or who is supporting you with an agenda. It becomes very difficult because at the same time, these people don't come with a mark on their face. You can't tell, you can't predict. Being a celebrity, what I've learned personally for 7 years now. Okay, so that's friendship. So at the end of the day, the friendship breaks down. It breaks down when the same people you helped are calling you not genuine. That guy is like ABCD. They call you all names. And some fake reactors, fake. I call them fake because they give fake information. They have no facts. They just want to excite the mass by the bad they call you, the very ugly you look. That's what excites their bunnies running over there, guys. I don't know if you can see. There are some bunnies right there. There are 2 of them. Can we go closer and see? Please, bunny, don't run. I am not trying to scare you. I am trying just to show my audience. Hey, where do they live actually? The beautiful bunnies. Right here. Hey, the first bunny has run. Don't run, bunny. I have no problem. Can you see it, guys? It's right there. Hey, the other one has gone. Or somebody keeps them here. It's right here. I don't know if you can see it, guys. Let me get close. Bunny, 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 bunny. It's right there. I thought American bunnies don't fear people. You know, in America, everything, people keep snakes, people keep owls, people. That actually reminds me of the owl we saw in the last video. Most people told me they keep those owls, or they put them there to scare birds. Actually, my camera is getting really hot, so let me open for it to breathe. So these friends, because you didn't accept them to keep taking from you, and they know you're leaving. Now they call you names because they know the more they keep calling you, the fake reactors will pick reactions from there and make videos about you. Actually, I just told you, I was in the middle of getting a North Face brand deal, and today I received an email saying things to do with reaction. Like, we see some reaction, people saying you've been arrested or blah blah blah. So it's not gone yet, but you can imagine how that can affect my brand. And I built this for 7 years. You know, that's one thing people don't understand. It's been 7 years, bro. Go build a brand for 7 years, and somebody just comes and talks because they have a YouTube channel, and they say, and 100%, it's, you know, 100% they are lying, 100%, and putting all assumptions because they just want to make a video and make money. Because it's Marwa's sister, Dee Mwango. They just want to make money. How sad can you be to just make videos with zero proof, hearsays, assumption? But you know one thing, God will catch up with you. God will, that money you are making through spoiling my name, one day you'll take your kids to hospital with it. Just wait and see. Because all I know is what goes around comes around. God can't allow you guys to always. My camera also turned off, but now I have 2 batteries. I'm playing hide and seek game. Hide and seek. So God can't allow you guys always knowingly to use other people's name to destroy people's brands, to destroy people's livelihood by reacting negative stuff, which 100% is false. If somebody today puts you in the court and say, proof, you'll be like, you know, I saw this from there, I heard, but all I know is Karma will catch up with you. Trust me. You keep milking me as much as you can. One day, the money you're making, you will pay it somewhere. I swear before God, you will. All I know is the universe is very fair. It's very fair. It knows how to balance everything out. Yeah. And for my subscribers, please just don't watch those channels because they're not saying the truth. Hearsays, out of, let's say, 100% of the video, 90% it's lies. 90%, everything cooked. Somebody just says anything they want to say just because they want to use Marwa's name to make views. Some channels will die. If today I die, they will disappear, go away. But that's not what brought me here. Not actually me, my whole family. If my whole family, some people make, you know, let me even not talk about them. So anyway, friends turns to enemy. Because you as the person, as the content creator, the more you distance yourself from them, the more they try to get that fire you were giving them previously, and they can't find it. So desperately, they do anything for it. Desperately, they will accuse you for anything. They will say anything. They will do anything just to get that fire. It's Marwa, you know. It's the big guy. But sister, it's taken me 7 years to be where I am. At least respect that. Brother, it's taken me 7 years to be where I am. Respect that. 7 good years. Respect that. And shortcuts are long cuts in life. Always remember that. You can use that to build your channel. It won't sustain you. It won't sustain you. Now, being a celebrity or public figure, especially in my case, me and my sister, I'll talk about my family in this case, and dating. Let me start with myself. Personally, I meet a girl, very nice, very chill, very beautiful. I'm very selective actually when it comes to who I date. Okay, maybe my taste is different. Let me say that. It's not, my taste is different, and everybody has a taste. You have a taste. I do. Everybody has a taste. So I meet a girl, okay, and I have to tell you this, 90%, I'm not saying 100%, 90%, when I meet a potential mate, I never disclose what I do. I never tell them I do YouTube. I never tell them I'm an influencer. I never tell them I'm an Instagrammer. I never tell them all those SHIT. I never. Because I know if I use that to make the girl like me, then it's bound to end soon. So most of the time when I meet people, and most of the girls who have met me can testify to this, when they ask me, what's your job? I say, I'm a video editor. Yeah, I'm a filmmaker. I make videos for other people. Not even make videos, I edit. I never tell people actually when I meet them for the first time. Let's say me and you, in this case a girl, goes for a date. So you ask me, hey, so what's your name? I'll tell them, my name is Marwa. Oh, so how long are you here in, let's say India. How long are you here in India? I'm saying, I don't know yet. I'm just traveling. But so far I've stayed here for 2 weeks. Oh, 2 weeks. Wow. How are you finding India so far? It's a great country. It's a boiling point of all cultures. Really amazing, which is true. Oh, wow. So what do you do? Oh, I love to travel, but I'm a video editor. I can also film and edit, but mostly I'm a video editor. Oh, video editor. Tell me more. Let's say you have a music video. I can film and edit it for you. Oh, you mean a producer? Not really, but I can actually still produce. Oh, wow, that's interesting. So how do you make money from your career? Most of the time, if I have a project, I talk to the owner of the project, and if they find me qualified, they give me a job and they'll pay me once I finish the project. But the good thing about my job is I can work from anywhere in the world. So that, sorry, my battery died again. It's actually not my battery, it's the camera which has a problem. It overheats and it shuts down. So that gives me the freedom to travel around the world. So, oh wow, interesting. That sounds like a dream job. That's how they say. I say, yeah. So, and what do you do? So I ask them. So they tell me what they do and blah, blah, blah. Okay. So then, remember, at this point, I've not shown them any of my social media. No Instagram, no, it's maybe WhatsApp. That's all they have, because WhatsApp, we can communicate without anybody knowing who you are. So then maybe you keep talking, so the vibe is okay. So hey, when are we going for the next date? You plan, or maybe you're traveling. Okay, actually next week, or maybe tomorrow, or the day after. This is my case. I'll be going to another city. Okay, I think you're really a nice person. I really wish to know you more, and maybe we can see where this ends up. So I'm always very straightforward. So you mean, do you see any hope of relationship and stuff? They say, maybe we shall see that. I say, oh, maybe it's very confusing. Just tell me if there's hope or no. Because honestly, I don't want to sit somewhere having false hope or thinking we are together and we are not. Most of the time, my vibe is very nice. Most of the time, not always, most of the time. And most cute girls say, you seem like my type of girl. They confess, maybe not girl, my type of boy, sorry. You seem like my type of guy. So hey, we can give it a try. So things kick out. So when I'm gone, the next thing I hear is, actually, do you have Instagram? I say, I do, but it's for professional work. I just do it for, actually, I fear giving my Instagram out, especially to a girl that I see some potential to date. I fear. Because once you give them your Instagram, they see a lot of followers, they start getting excited. Oh, guy, you know, this is a celebrity, and blah, blah, blah. Then everything changes. So I tell them, I'll give you when we meet. Don't worry. I do it professionally. Then they get really curious. No, please share with me. I say, no. I'll give you when we meet. Kindly, I'll give you when we meet again. So actually, even that makes them more curious to meet me again. So maybe it's a strategy. It works both ways. Okay, so this is now when falling in love, okay? So maybe we set another date. This time, we already know each other. We've been talking. We've been saying, oh, I miss you, and maybe I miss you too. And actually, for me, I never go for a second date if I don't see any hope. Because I am always moving, so I don't want to waste time. I'm always moving. You guys see my lifestyle. I'm always moving. So I like something at least which I have some hope. And I'm also a very busy guy, always super busy, traveling, creating content. You know, when you're traveling, you're alone. You have to decide where you are sleeping tonight, what you are eating, your bags, editing videos, not even editing, filming, editing, uploading. You're one man. You have to be aware of your environment. You have to go out, interact. So it's a whole big scenario. So that's why I don't want to waste time. And why should you waste time, actually? So dating as a celebrity, if you're watching this is what I'm talking about. And letter to my sister, Dee Mwango. So I end up giving them my Instagram. This is maybe the second date. Or if we didn't go for a second date, but she has really insisted, hey, please, I want to add you on Instagram, please. I don't like WhatsApp that much, please. Okay, take, girl. Now, remember, maybe it was like, maybe we shall see this relationship. Once they see followers and blah, blah, blah. But remember, when we met purely on a feeling vibe. Like, I'm feeling you. I think she looks cute. And I think he looks handsome. I think he looks like my type of guy. Oh, I think she looks like my type of guy. That now starts to change. Step by step. To, oh, I see you have a lot of followers. What do you actually do? You told me last time you do videos and editing and stuff. Please, repeat again. I think I didn't understand you very well. Now you have to say, oh, you know, I do social media. I have a YouTube channel. I have blah, 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 blah. Oh, actually, you know, even others don't even. Once you give them your Instagram, they get so excited. And they start clicking on the links and blah, 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 blah. Even they find out by themselves. So then they find lots of followers in their case. Because most of these girls, when I meet them, they have like 200 followers, 1,000, 2,000. At most, maybe. I've never met maybe a girl over 10,000 most of the time. And I think I need to upgrade my dating. I need to date a girl with same level of following. Because they are used to. So let me explain. This is my case. Then I'll bring my sister's case. Because it's all me and my sister. And this dating scenario, it's too crazy. So they get too excited. They're, oh, wow. Oh, I like this picture. Oh, you've been to Russia? No, I've not been to Russia. No. That's Slovakia. That's not Russian flag. Oh, you've been to, I see, Cape Town. Oh, how was Cape? Then the whole conversation of boyfriend, girlfriend changes to my lifestyle. Hey, now, remember we took a picture with this girl. Now they want me to tag them on my Instagram. Then I tag them. In one day, they get over 1,000 followers. Maybe 200 DMs. Hey, I saw you at Ayamarwa. Hey, you're so cute. The girl writes me and says, hey, wow, you're really famous. You know, I've received lots of followers today. And many people are writing to me saying they are coming from you. I smile because I don't want to excite her about followers and stuff. Now the whole dynamics of changing, the whole of dating changes, the whole environment of honest, genuine vibe of I think I like you, I think you like me, changes to, oh, I want to open a YouTube channel also. Me as Marwa, a guy who opened for friends free YouTube channels, I can help you, don't worry. At the same time is, are you okay to be on my YouTube videos? They say, oh yeah, I'm very okay. I can be on your YouTube videos. Actually, very super excited. So I put them on my YouTube videos, then I put their Instagram, and boom, the rest is history. They blow up like crazy. Blow up like never before. There is a musician called Notorious B.I.G. In one of my favorite songs from this musician is called Juice. Please listen to it. Okay, it's called Juice, one of my favorite. Where he says, birthdays were my bad days, were my worst days. They never thought I'll blow up like this, something like that. It's one of my favorite songs. Anyway, so they blow up. Now, they show a lot of affection to me, but when it comes to what we started, that line starts to decline. Others start calling me all the names you've seen on the internet. Oh, no, he's not my boyfriend. You can be now my blah, 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 blah. Then I feel cheated. I feel like, wow, come on, bro. Me, when I first met you, our first date, we were really vibing. I wanted you to be my girl. Even when we met the first time, depending on how we met, maybe in a club or on the street, because me, I talk with people in the street, in the club, anywhere, on dating apps. I'm so free about that. It's not something to be ashamed of. You can meet people anywhere, in the church, in the bus you're traveling with, in the plane. I've met people everywhere, you know. So now it changes the whole story. The whole story becomes, now they're calling you names by your name. They used to say, hey babe, good morning, how is your new city today? Now they start, hey Marwa, how are you doing? So you start feeling like, because now their social media is blowing up. And this is my dating story, and I'm not sure, I'm 100%, I'm not the only one. So step by step, the love that you really wanted to create disappears, and now they see you purely from followers and gaining and gaining and gaining. So you as a person, you start questioning, hey, when I met this person, they were really nice. They even contributed they did ABCD to do this, but now look, they just want, if you post a picture and you don't tag them, hey, why didn't you tag me? Why didn't you tag me? So you realize, oh man, they have come for followers, not me anymore. And that has made it very difficult for people like us to date. You know, when I was a kid, I used to wonder, this guy is very famous. He has money. He has all the women around him. Why can't he even marry? I swear before God, I used to wonder. Now I'm in that position. I totally understand what actually goes on. Because you don't know. You don't know what they have come for, man. You don't know. You don't know. Others have come for the lifestyle. Others have just come there to take the followers. Others just like to be on the big screen. Others just like to be around you and eat. Maybe you can pay their ticket. Others want because they think you're rich and famous. You can. Now this comes to my sister, dear sister, Dee Mwango. I watched your 2 videos. My battery died again. Anyway, I was at my sister's door, knocking for advice. I am not the best person to advise you, sister, because even me, I'm not in a relationship, so I'm in the same struggle as you. But as a man, I'll advise you as my younger sister. Okay. I know I had called you earlier and advised you, but this is just to put this out there so that any person may be in the same similar situation I can learn or share can get my thoughts on this, you know. Yeah, this is crazy, man. So, dear sister, Dee Mwango, for those guys who don't know, I have a younger sister. She just broke up with a boyfriend, and I'm trying to advise her. Is please just build yourself. Concentrate on your life. Build yourself. You've seen all men that I have known in your life come and try to take advantage of you. Remember, they watch you on their screens. They admire you. And they want to be with you by all types of means. Friendship, lover, wife, baby mama, every type. They watch you in their screens. And for them, it's like having you is like winning a trophy. You are the prize. So, all I can advise you is don't worry first of the rain that has rained on you. In other words, don't worry of all you've been through. As a young girl, I don't know if you're 24, I don't know actually my sister's age. As a young girl, this is just learning lessons. It's better you learn. I remember one time my sister, I will not talk about this because it's her business, but I have saved her from one relationship before because I saw the level of manipulation. You know, man to man, a man can easily tell what another guy is planning because it's like a lion in a territory. I can detect another lion and see its mission, and it's by nature we can feel that. If you have sisters and you're a big brother, you know what I'm talking about. You can tell when your sister is doing a wrong thing. But you know, me as the elder brother, most of the time, I never cross paths with my sisters or brothers or anybody in my family about their relationship. I actually, first, even this will shock you, I never watch videos when my sister is putting her relationship out there, like, oh, meet my boyfriend, or even when my brother is doing all these type of videos. I never watch those videos. I just see the titles and I can like the video and just, because I don't want to be involved, because I can, as a fellow man, I can see maybe deceit, or I can see something that I'm not happy, and maybe if I tell my sister will not be happy with me. She may think, oh brother, you don't wish me good. Or again, my sister never comes into my relationship to tell me what to do. So that kind of balances out by everybody minding their business. When I have a girlfriend, my sister never intrudes, never asks me, oh, do you think she's the right woman for you? My sister never, she never, in other words, we never go into anybody's business when it comes to relationship in our family. Maybe my parents can speak to me or speak to my sister or my brother. But we as siblings, we never sit down to discuss, oh, how is your new boyfriend? Personally, I have no time. And number two is also me being the elder brother. My sister, I think, respects me a lot, that she can't ask me such questions. Because sometimes if I tell my sister my opinions, this is my fear. If I tell my sister my opinions about what I am seeing, she may think otherwise of me. She may think I'm not wishing her good. And the funny thing also is my sister never shares this information to me. Let's say they are with a boyfriend. She never tells me, hey, you know, I met a boyfriend. He told me this. She keeps it quiet. But maybe in the future, we should be able to share, sister. We should be able to talk and educate each other. Especially me as a man, I can easily tell you if you're dealing with the right guy. Easy, quick. I can just ask you 1, 2, 3 questions. I already know. So my sister recently broke up, and I told her in the comment section, please sometimes be very careful when you date broke people. And some people are killing me for just saying the word broke, but it's true. I have seen it. If you date somebody who is not on your level financially, sometimes, not always, and don't kill me for this, sometimes it can be a problem, because They may take advantage. And trust me, you may meet a hardworking man, very hardworking man, especially this is for the ladies. You may meet a very hardworking man, but the moment he's able to see you can provide, other men pull back. They sit on the chair and be like, she can do it for me. I know she'll pay for dinner. She paid the last one. Look at the house she's staying. Look at the car she drives. Some men, they don't feel intimidated by that, to work hard and at least provide. Some men actually pull back and pull the chair and sit. And they will be even controlling the money that comes in your pocket as a girl. They will even tell you, oh, you know what, babe? I'm thinking of buying a new laptop. I'm thinking of buying a new iPad. Oh, did you see the new iPhone? Wow, it's so amazing. Then, once you have love with these guys in the bed, they will be soothing, they will be holding your hand and slowly doing like this and telling you, babe, you know, I really wish you to support me, babe, you know. I have this project I really want to accomplish. That time, the hand is like this. You know, there is this project I want to accomplish. Could you please? And you know, that is after making love or having sex. And when actually men want to manipulate women, what they do is they ensure actually after or during that act, during that process, that's when they manipulate you too much. Especially if they are good in bed. They really manipulate you that time. That when you get out of that bed as a girl, trust me, you don't think straight. Like now, my sister's case, she said she opened a business for the ex-boyfriend's family. Who does that? But I will not blame you, sister, for this. She paid debt for the ex-boyfriend. She paid trips. She bought laptops. She bought I don't know what and what. Food, hotels. I'm not blaming you for this, but at least learn. Learn, sister. You're my sister, learn. Just learn. I know we already talked privately. I'll not put it out here for your respect. But just learn. But I know it's not your fault. You can be manipulated to do that. And the same people will come crying back and saying, I'm sorry. Men are very manipulative. Especially after EXX. After SEX, if they are really good in it, they use that to manipulate. You'll not know. You can even sell your own house. Give him money. He goes buy a house. I've seen that. And some men will kill me for saying this, but they know it's true. So, dear sister, don't feel sad of what happened. Dust yourself up. Work on yourself, improving yourself. I told my sister, look, you can invest your money in something, mom. Maybe the number one reason why people get, and it's not the first time they are doing my sister like that. There's a guy who wanted to do that. I'll not say because I don't want to create this whole story. And I came through for my sister like, whoop. Now this guy hates me. He goes to the internet saying, oh, blah, 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 blah. Oh, Marwa did this to me. Marwa took my money. It's all a hoax. Hoax. I have no time for small money like this, bro. If you're watching this. And he wanted to manipulate my sister, and my sister found a lawyer, and the lawyer told him, let's meet in court. He went quiet. I see him shouting here and there, and he knows he can be prosecuted. He knows, because he has no proof of anything. And the funny thing is also, my sister, some men will pretend to be rich to just reach you, because they know already your status. They know this is a big YouTuber. I am very sure she makes good amount of money. She's been traveling around the world. So other men will actually pretend to be the big boss. They will steal money, do whatever, and put it in their pocket, and they will come flossing. They will come with a nice car. Even maybe they will rent a car for maybe 2 weeks. And this is not just for my sister, this is even for the girls out there. And they will pretend to be so loving, so nice. And they'll tell you all these projects they are having. You know, I'm planning to open this and this and this. They'll tell you how much millions that needs. The moment you fail for them, it is your millions they will be sucking from your pocket. It is your millions they will do whatever they want. Especially if you fell in love with this type of men. They will. I have seen very many girls cry in the streets with men who pretended to be so nice. And trust me, any man who asks you for money, in the first 2 months or 3 months of the relation, I give any relationship 90 days. 90 days you can tell already what's going on. 90 days you are able to tell, this one is for me, this one is not for me. 90 days, trust me, 90 days being around people, you tell everything. 90 days, 3 months. Any man who pretends to be so sweet, perfect, they have their things together, but somehow you'll always feel like, why did he say this? Why did he ask me for money? Hey, and problems kind of step by step keep showing up. Oh, you know, my mom is sick. Oh, my uncle just called me and said his car was detained by police, so he needs some money from me. Anytime you hear this type of story, anytime, sister, I'm telling you, because these men who you'll date, they will know you have money and they will come with these tricks. Anytime you hear that, Murife, run for yourself. Or if you hear a man bringing the story, you know, I want you to be my wife, I want you to settle down, I want to settle down with you. In the first 1 week already, Murife, run. Because all they want is to actually take all of your attention, manipulate you to believe this guy gonna be my husband. And I know how women think. Women think once a man says, once they sleep with a guy, and maybe not all women, so other women, please don't kill me for saying this. Once some guys sleep with the opposite sex and they look nice and they believe them completely. Even if I'm your brother telling, hey, please be careful, you like, I think my brother has not wished me well, or my brother thinks I am a kid. You believe I can't make decisions on my own. I've seen some ladies say the same when a brother is trying to advise them. So you think I'm a kid, you think I can't make my own decision, so you think you know better than I know. So you think I don't know what to do with my money, you have to tell me what to do with my money. Maybe you just advised her, hey sister, buy some land, you can plant some trees. Oh, so you think I don't know what to... I have seen that. That's because the men in their lives have really manipulated them. So sister, be careful of the men who show up to be rich also. The best advice I can tell you, I know I'm still single, so I'm not the best advisor, but for now, the best advice I can tell you is try to date somebody who does at least social media, or just take your time. But anytime a man asks you for money, just run. Run. Because they will use love to destroy, to take, to uproot, to do everything they will do and take it from you. I'm telling you. They will do everything. They will pretend. They will even give you massage to the feet, to the wear, to the earlobes. You feel like, oh, I am in heaven. They will do whatever, trust me. But after that, they will be saying, you know, my dad wants a business. Take. Oh, I have some debt. Take. The moment your brain comes back to functioning, $10,000 gone. And another thing is also, sister, you can always talk to me. I'm a man. I know how to deal with... I know what men actually think. I know how we are wired. And I'm a real lion, actually. Even if people say, hey, Marwa, I am. Just give me time. I don't have to prove to anyone. I know myself. So that's the advice I'll give you, sister. It's a solid advice. And I'm doing this video not only for my sister. I know somebody out there also. Somebody's daughter out there maybe wanted to hear this. Yeah. Take your time. Don't rush. Don't feel like the heaven is here. We still have life to live. Be a little calm with all these situations when they happen. Don't use your emotions too much, because sometimes men play with your emotions. Don't text me for the next 1 month. So you go crazy about that. You can't sleep. Now you're thinking he has another man out there, and the guy is like, I put a hook. Okay? Actually, the idea of men pretending to have money and they don't. Have you ever seen somebody go to fish and they want to fish a big fish? I'll give you this example. You know what they do? They get a small fish, put it in the hook, and throw it in the river so they can catch the big fish. That's how sometimes other men do it. They will pretend they have money, but actually they are targeting your money. In this case, their small money, it's the small fish they put in the hook. Once you take they pull everything from you. Letter to my sister. Anyway, guys, I am not perfect. All I'm trying to say is it's very difficult to date as a celebrity. In conclusion, some people say, oh, you guys are calling yourself celebrities. Okay, whatever. For the first time I'm saying whatever. You know, even me now, I'm hardening up. I'm becoming tough. No collabos. That one I'm adding. It's only my host family. I love my host family. They're very nice. Super nice. My visas have taken so long, but they are very genuine, very kind. And yeah, my camera died. How many times has it died? That means this video is over 1 hour. So I was talking about my host. Except for my host, they're very, very nice, and they picked me when I needed them the most. They supported me. For them, any day, anytime, collab was full time. All I'm trying to say is as celebrities, it's very difficult to be in our position when we are dating. As I was telling you, I used to wonder why people with money, fame, they're still single. You wonder why. It's because it's very hard for us to trust anyone. Super hard. Because you don't know what they're coming for. Other people just want to bring scandals. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Do whatever you want. Now, what do you want? What? Do whatever you want. You do whatever you want, bro. Go away. It went. Nature, you can control nature. So it's very difficult for us celebrities to date, to do whatever, especially when it comes to feelings and this, because you don't know other people come with different emotions, motives. I mean, people say, hey, Mara, I'm coming to see you. You're amazing. I love your work. I do well. But when they reach near you, they will say everything, and they will accuse you for everything, because they know you're the big guy, and because you have a little haters, lazy people everywhere, you know. They know once they say Mara is like this, all the lazy group will you know, the funny thing about people who hate you, so let's say somebody hates you, X hates you, he goes and finds another Y who hates you, then Y finds another W who hates you, then W finds another B who hates you. So all haters group together and become a group. But you know the funny thing? Even themselves, they hate each other. They got no love for each other. Okay? So it's very difficult to date as a celebrity. Personally, I've been through situations where it's been very, very difficult to trust people, because you don't know what they want. And most of the time you are afraid do they actually like me, or they like my YouTube channel, or they like the likes on my Instagram, or they like the followers I'm giving them, or oh. Actually, even one of my resolutions I've done this time is, anytime I'll date a girl, I'll not put their Instagram on my social media platforms. Any girl. You'd rather be guessing, who is this girl Maro is posting? I want to reach that point. Me, I've reached that point now. I realize actually posting a girl, in my case, on my social media, it's a drug of delusion. It's like killing myself, because these girls, they get 1,000 followers in a day, 200 DMs. Some lonely men write them and say everything. I told you, I met some guy, and since I met this guy, all the women who are around me, we've broken up. I came to realize why. Because some other people don't have that energy to attract. So they see, if I make Maro my friend, Maro, once the other girl sees me as Maro's friend, that girl will follow me because Marwa is my friend. I am with him here. So that girl will be, even if I write to them, say, hey, what's up? I am with Marwa here. They will be happy to follow me back and write. I have become smart. I am noticing that. Now, no girl on my social media, in terms of tagging them, you know, like saying, hey, she has an Instagram. Not unless it's business. That one is okay. If we are doing a collabo, I'll put that one. If we are doing everything, I'll do. But a girl I'm dating, if she wants to start a YouTube channel, she will do it alone. I will not be opening YouTube channels for girlfriends or boyfriends anymore. Maybe, and this is very exclusive, maybe for only people I've met before. You know, people I've met before. Let's say I met a girl in 2018, because this is, you know, I've learned. But even those ones, I don't have them as girlfriends or my friends, or I don't, because it reaches a point where they want to be you so badly. And then they scheme, they plan, they do whatever they want to do to make sure they're in your position. And if you become smart, you say no. All types of allegations show up. Oh, that guy is this, is that, you know. But still, they chose to be with you, around you. What did they look to be around you guys? So this was a letter to my sister, and I think I have done a good job to explain everything. I've explained friendship, I've explained dating, especially, and it's not just a letter to my sister, even it's a letter to myself. It's just a way to recognize what we go through. And some of you guys watching us may not understand what goes through, but I'm telling you, some people, you know, listen, I'm heading to 500,000 followers on YouTube. I've built it for 7 years. So for me, it's a normal life to me. But for somebody else, it's too exciting. It's too exciting. Not even 2, 3, 4, 5 exciting. It is too exciting for them. Oh, you have all, oh, you are my dear, people are blowing my dear Marwa. Wow. They forget about you, bro. They start thinking about what can they get from these people. And some people are so lonely, they write them messages. Hey, you see, then the same people start attacking you in the DM of the girl. Oh, that guy does not respect you, that guy does it. So it becomes a problem. So dating as a celebrity is very difficult, guys. And but you know what will solve this? There's 2 options. One is, I should personally now, if my sister is also watching this, we date people who do the same thing we do. That's why Rihanna, Jay-Z had to marry Beyonce, because they all do music. And they are together up to today for many, many years. Because you understand each other. You are used to DMs. You are used to many likes. You are used to this lifestyle, which is, for you, is actually normal. But if you bring a girl from anywhere and boom, you know, in 1 week she has 10,000 followers, she's excited with the comments, she can't sleep, she's reading the comments, she will put you in a different category. She will see you as a machine to produce or to hatch subscribers and followers. Then she will start blaming you once she feels she's there. Not only girls, it's both ways. It happens like that. Yeah. You know, like my sister built a whole YouTube channel. under her name and the ex. Then one day the ex woke up and changed the name to his YouTube channel. Think of that. What a type of betrayal is that? We start a channel together as a couple, then one day you wake up and change it to your name. So all along, you should have said it from the start. It's crazy, man. That's how it can be crazy. Because people feel they are celebrity. We've built these channels from scratch. I want to emphasize on that. Actually, when you build something from scratch, it grows every day. It's exciting, but you are not super excited. People who go wild and crazy are people who get followers like poof, and they can't handle it. We've seen too many DMs since we started. For 7 years, imagine how many DMs I've seen in my life. So even if I get 100 DMs, I am not excited. I'm just reading them as normal, and sometimes I smile, say, So sister, it's either me and you, we date people in our field of work. Maybe they do films, they are YouTubers, social media influencers, or maybe some celebrity who also is not so excited with DMs in their inbox. Because I'm very sure, even your ex-boyfriend, I'm very sure some girls used to hit on him. So he felt maybe too special. Or another thing will be, if we are dating anybody, they should never be on our platforms, especially us putting them like, oh, this is his Instagram. This is her Instagram. Follow her. Go support her YouTube channel. I am not doing that anymore. I am not. And if anytime you see me putting that, like this is a girl, this is a boy, just know I'm not serious with that person. Just know that. Yeah. I know there's a girl who came to my home. I told her to start a YouTube channel. Her name is Irene. She's the girl from Germany. Tricky situation video. And now I see she has a YouTube channel. That one I will consider. But the rest, any new girl that I'll be getting, I have no time. Even people who are hosting me, apart from my host here, I will not be coming to your home if you have a YouTube channel. Just say my host here and Sultan, because I've already known them before this. If you have a YouTube channel and you want me to do a collab or you want to host me, I am not coming. That one, be assured, I am not. Because I realize the same hosts turn against you so bad. Just because of followers. You know, people want to put your name out there. They want to tint it. They want to do everything. And these people, when they meet you, they are very humble. Please, Maro, show me how you make money. Please, Maro, how much actually do you make? You show them. Then the next thing, it's the next big news out there. Oh, that guy makes... Guys, I've talked for so long, but this video was actually needed. Not only for me, not only for my sister, but even some of you right there watching. I know there are many aspiring YouTubers coming. Yeah, so learn this. It's always good you ask people up front. And also the idea of helping people so much, I've realized it's not a good thing. People see you as a cheap product. People see you as, And the funny thing, these same people we help, the same people turn against us quickly. Like quickly.
All I need is you, baby.
How much do I need to party here in Jamaica? Marwa.
My name is Mo.
We are in Hawaii.
We're at the Griffith Observatory in Los Angeles.
So I'm officially saying goodbye to Japan. As you see here, welcome to Japan.
eres, Elisa?
Soy de España.
I'm heading to